We're back with another episode. We're back with another episode of Britt Says. And how are you guys doing? I hope you had an amazing last week, and you're definitely gonna have an amazing this week. And yeah, so as you can see, the lighting is a little different. I had something arise on me today on filming day for the first time in a long time. But the show must go on. Period. I was like, oh my god. All I care about is lighting. It's okay. But I just love sunlight. So I just like that. But this is cool. I'm here. Same place. Same time for y'all. Not for me. But hey, what you want me to do? How was my week? My week was a week. I had my first week of work and I enjoyed it, which I'm very happy about. A lot for my body to get acclimated to because I'm not used to. Bitch was also I'm not used to working. I haven't worked for a year and a half, damn near. So I mean, what you expect from me, bitch? Like I gotta park my car far where I work. Not far. Well, DK, maybe 10 to 15 minute walk from my car because where my job is, there's no parking. And like, and then last week it was like 97, 96, 85. Yo, my body is not accustomed to walking. Like, even for 10 minutes, I remember I used to walk places 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Like, I'm getting weak. I am 30. Or I'm pushing 30. I'm still in my 20s. I still got my 2 in the front. Hello, good morning. Until November 10th. I still got my 2 in the front. But I was sweating. I was tired. I gotta wake up early. Like, it's crazy how your body is really just like, girl, your body will really like give up on you if you don't stay active. Like, your body will really do what you do. And that's what I like really learned. Like, it's crazy. I've been peeped that when I started going back to the gym and I barely could stay on a damn elliptical for more than 15 minutes. My body is pissed with me. That's just how I view it. Like, girl, you doing too much. What are you doing? You're waking up early. You're trying to eat healthy. You're trying, like, you're walking. What's that about? That's what it's given. Like, I was just like, I couldn't wait till Saturday. Then Saturday comes. Saturday, I just chilled all day. Oh, I'm lying. I went to my brother's house on Saturday. My mom, my dad, and me. That was cool. And I got to play with his dog Olive. So that was cool. We watched this movie called Bennett or Beckett. It's on Netflix. Really good movie. And I didn't expect it to be good. That's the thing. Because the picture wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. Like, it was basically the guy in the movie, like the main character, like running with a hoodie on. And I'm not into like action movies. I like suspense to a degree. I don't like horror. I don't like action. I am very much romantic comedies. I love comedies in general. I love comedy movies. So I was just like, but the movie was really good. So I recommend it, guys, if you haven't or watched it or you're looking for something to watch on Netflix, because I know how it gets. It's really hard to find things to watch these days, you know. So if you haven't watched Beckett, I hope I'm saying his name right. I'm pretty sure I am. It's Beckett. It's in the top 10 actually in the US this week. Well, it's in a week now. I'm pretty sure it's still up there. But yeah, really good movie. So we watched that together. Then we watched a show called The Cut. No, I do watch this show called The Cut. Actually, my father put me on. It's like Amazon. That show was really good if you haven't watched it. And The Hype on HBO Max. And it's about street fashion. So The Cut is about high fashion. Reality show, kind of like Project Runway. And you guys know I love fashion. I don't know if I ever brought it up. I'm pretty sure I did, but I went to school for fashion merchandising. I've always loved fashion like all my life, so I like shows like that. Then we watched The Hype and it was like a street fashion show. I like that show because it's on HBO Max, so they curse, they keep it real. I guess because it's street fashion, the commentary is very, you know, very real, raw, gritty. Like, so that's what I liked about that show. But you know, with me, with street fashion, sometimes I feel like street fashion is dope in person, but sometimes it could get really tacky. Like me, I don't feel like like I could appreciate street fashion, but sometimes I feel like people who do street fashion like that, like real, when they just throw patterns together and shit, like it's just giving tacky, and they feel like they're fashionable because they put mad prints together. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like people will like put cheetah with paisley with a denim jacket on with some fucking Jordan 1s and think they're a fashionista, and it's like, no bitch, you just put on mad clothes in your house and now you think you fashionista of the world and you do streetwear. Like, bitch, that's the only thing I hate about street fashion, is that it's very like, it's so, I feel like street fashion is so unique and it's the way you pull it off. And I feel like sometimes a lot of people think they are that girl that dresses street fashion, if that makes sense. So that's why it kind of, me and street fashion, we don't always see eye to eye, because I feel like a lot of people just put shit on and they think they fashionable, just like a lot of people just put on designer clothes and they think they're fashionable. Like, you could have fashion, but it's one thing to have style, period. So those are the 3 shows I recommend this week. Oh, should I do that? Actually, I can't do that because I'm always asking people to tell me what to watch, so I watch the same shit all the time. Okay, so yeah, that's what we did when we was there. That was cool or whatever. And we had some best fish fry and it was dumb good. And yeah, so that's what I did this week. Oh, and then this week, then Sunday, child, I don't even want to get into today, but anyway. Anyway, you will learn soon of my shenanigans. Let me zoom out a little bit, just a little bit. Let's get into the scuttlebutt of it all. Yeah, so I wasn't gonna talk about this topic because I didn't think it was that important, but I guess it's getting important because the story is getting a little heavy. But I don't know if y'all know who Brittany Renner is. Brittany Renner, she kind of made like a book talking about all the athletes she fucked. One of the ones that I find to be, you know, one of the most influential ones, or like well, he is influential, but just kind of like, oh my gosh, she fucked him, was Colin Kaepernick, and she fucked Lil Uzi, like before Jay-Z type shit. And she made a book. It was given very much Karen Stephan Superhead energy about some of the people she fucked, or whatever the case may be. She's kind of like an Instagram model. I don't want to say it, but it's true. You know, she posts mostly Fashion Nova ads and things of that nature. Very pretty. I actually like Brittany Renner. I follow her on Instagram. I think she's funny. I think she has a lot of character, you know. That's why I followed her. I found her through like her just being funny and cute. And I was like, oh, she's funny. And me and her have the same name, so she's dope as fuck. Like, unbeknownst to me, later on, into me following her, then she made the book. And my other thing too is like, okay, you fuck Colin Kaepernick. Like, I hate when people feel like, okay, just because you're an activist doesn't mean you don't like sex. Like, you could be an activist and promote for black people, gay people, straight people, bitch. Who else is needing help? Asian people. You could gang for whoever you want and still fuck. Like, what does that have to do? What does the other have to do with the other? Like, I hate when people do that. Like, oh my god, Colin Kaepernick for Brittany Renner, and bitch, he fucked Brittany Renner and he caped for the black community. You could do both. It doesn't align. I don't think it aligns. I'm sorry, I don't. He can have sex. He can't have sex because he's an activist. I don't know. Y'all be killing me. Anyway, so basically, Brittany Renner went and got pregnant by a basketball player named PJ Washington. Right? And it was so cool. I remember when she got pregnant, she started posting pictures on her page. She deleted all her little, I wouldn't call them hoochie mom pictures, but all her sexy pictures, like with her booty out, you know, looking sexy. And she only kept up with the picture of her pregnant. So I'm like, oh, this bitch about to reformat her whole shit. She about to become a mommy gram. Like, her Instagram about to be all about mommy shit. Unbeknownst to me, bitch, the baby came about a week later. She puts all her little Instagram model pics back up. She keeps the baby ones. Her and the boy PJ Washington break up. And yeah, then a video circulates of her saying basically like basketball players is some of the dumbest people. You just got to get them pregnant to get money. Basically saying something like that. Don't quote me. I know how I do. I actually just saw that clip yesterday. And now, supposedly this week, PJ Washington said that he can't see the baby. So I'm just confused. I just feel like with this situation, if indeed Brittany Renner got pregnant by him for a check, that is fucked up. And you know, calm as a bitch. If she really dead ass fuck that man just to cash him out, to drain his bank account, that's fucking insane. He's really cute though, and they look really cute together, and I assumed that they loved each other. So I really don't want to believe that that's the case. I think she said that she was younger when she said that, maybe not that much younger, but you know how like when you single, you say a lot of crazy shit. Like I feel like she said it, but she really met PJ and actually liked him. That's what I'm assuming. I hope she wasn't dead ass, but you know, it's making the waves, and people are their panties are tied up in a bunch over this incident. People are saying free PJ, and for me, I don't want to believe that she actually got pregnant by him for a check, but I don't know. Like, is it like, and you know what? Let me tell you. Oh boy, here we go. I feel like there's a chance that she might have did it, because I feel like, all right, once you like an Instagram model, right, and you start fucking athletes and you start fucking rappers and shit, can you really go back to a regular nigga? Like, you probably can, but it's gonna take a lot. And I also feel like when you start posting shit like that on the internet, when people know you for making a book about fucking athletes and fucking celebrities and shit, it's gonna be real hard to transition back to a regular day person. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like she might have been getting older and been like, I gotta find a way to get a permanent ass check. Like, for real, like these, and that's what I be saying with these Instagram models. Like, I hope they got businesses. I hope they got savings. I hope they flipping houses, bitch, because beauty fades. Like, I feel like you can always be beautiful when you're old, but I'm pretty sure your attraction level goes down. But no matter how beautiful you are when you're old, you know. And I'm pretty sure shit gets tiring. I'm tired of going to the damn clubs, and I'm 30, so I can imagine. Even if I was a badass bitch with a fucking BBL, I would still be tired of going to the clubs. So eventually that lifestyle gets old, but it always follows you. And maybe she like, I gotta make sure that I'm stable. And that's the way you become stable. Lizzo and Cardi Rumor song. I loved it, and I loved the video. I feel like the song was very aligned with Lizzo. Cardi B is always killing it when she's pregnant. She don't give a fuck. I like the song. I like how she addressed the rumors, and I thought it just fit with her. I thought the video was dope. I was like, when I saw her like coming back out with music, I'm like, can Lizzo make a comeback? Like, she didn't fall off completely, but she hasn't made music in so long. And then a lot of times when artists make music and they pop so suddenly, like Lizzo popped so suddenly, it's kind of hard to like bounce back from that. So I was like really, really just happy that, you know, it just was like working out for her. Like, I like the video. I do feel like it's not something I would want to listen to every day in my car. I'm not gonna front, it's not me. I'm not the biggest musical Lizzo fan. Like, some of the songs, I forgot that song. No, a few of her songs I do like. But I don't listen to it every day. Like, if it comes on the radio, I'll keep it on, like, type shit. But I feel like that song is good for a Lizzo fan, like that type shit. So I enjoyed it. I was happy about it. And I don't know, I just was like, let me bring that up because I felt like that was big news. But I have no like real criticism or anything on it. But I think y'all guys should definitely check that out if you haven't. Moving on. Alright, so yeah, I love the Lizzo and Cardi Rumors video, and I love the song. And the next thing I want to talk about which is low-key, high-key old news, but these things are escalating. How do y'all feel about Dr. Dre and his daughter LaTanya Young? Because she's 38, and basically Dr. Dre cut her off. My thing is, a lot of people's like, she's 38, but I can't have so much bread. But this is the thing, don't he gotta pay his wife mad money a month? And my thing is like, still, I can't have so much bread and watch one of my kids really be homeless. I understand she's 38. I don't know, like, I would give her a lump sum of money first and then say, look, the world's yours. Like, I can't keep cashing you out. Like, I gotta cash out my grown-ass wife, now I gotta cash out my grown-ass daughter. Like at some point, you know, people, you know, do eventually have to get together, especially at 38 and you have kids. It's hard. I mean, it's so many things she could have did differently. But, you know, Dr. Dre laid that foundation for her, too, by paying her rent and stuff. He never said, look, he probably at one point was like, you're going to be good forever. He never said what you want to do with yourself or asked us. He probably was like one of those parents that was like, you good. Don't stress yourself. Don't worry yourself. I got you forever. And then going to cut her the fuck off. Like, you got to build a certain energy in your kids regardless of if you're rich or not. And I feel like maybe he didn't. We don't know fully how he raised her and what he told her and why she never felt the need to get a job. And I know a lot of y'all is like, but if you got kids, you should have a foundation set. Maybe her father was her fucking foundation. That nigga's a billionaire. Didn't he get like $1 billion or millions of dollars from Apple at one point? Like, I'm pretty sure he get mad royalty money. Like, he had what? I'm sure he's on Mad People Masters. Like, he produced mad Eminem songs. Eminem has, like, I can't even. And wasn't he affiliated with 50 Cent? Like, those are two of the biggest artists. Like, he has mad fucking money. Like, child, I don't know. I feel bad. But at the same token, I know that she's 38 and she's a mom. But it's like, fuck. I feel like I said, I would gave her like a big lump sum of money, and then I would have told her, but I need you to get on your feet. So I'm gonna give you 100,000. You gonna figure it out from there. Period. So I don't know. I can't get into rich people problems. That's why I don't even know what to talk about the scuttlebutt this week, because the problems are so. Brittany Renner is taking money from her basketball boyfriend. Dr. Dre doesn't want to give his 38-year-old daughter money for her fucking apartment and kids. Like, I don't fucking know. These people got fucking money. Like, all of it is wrong. But the denominating factor is that it's like careers and money. Like, I feel like somebody like me, a regular day person, could never ever fix her mouth and be like, oh, I want to live off my parent. Like, I could, but I don't know. Like, I feel like I could do that, but it wouldn't make as much sense as LaTanya doing it, Dr. Dre's daughter doing it. It would look really, really bad. And, like, of course, people would judge me, which is fine, but I'm just saying, like, there's a clear difference. Like, that conversation is different. Like, Dr. Dre has really got money. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even with Brittany Renner, her career path was different. I understand that she chose to be an Instagram model. She chose to smash celebrities and basketball players. And now it will be hard for her to get a regular 9-to-5 job. And she made that choice. But also, we are humans. Like, we're fight or flight. Like, we try to figure out how we want to get ourselves back together, like, you know, and that's the way she has to get herself back together, is what she knows. So I can't relate on Brittany Renner's level, you know what I'm saying, or on Dr. Dre's level, if that makes sense. So it's like really hard to nitpick. But I do think, I want to say that if Brittany Renner did do that, that is kind of fucked up, you know. Because she probably toyed with that boy hard. I'm pretty sure PJ probably loved her. And we also don't know. Do we know if PJ cheated on her or something? If PJ was abusive? If he was fucking crazy? Like, we don't know the full details. But I will keep y'all posted on the fucking story. Period. So, enough of the scuttlebutt with the money and the fucking Jesus. I can't keep up. So this week I'm gonna talk about love because I feel like I barely talk about relationship related stuff or relationships, and I want to talk about it. So this week we are talking about the 5 love languages, and I'm gonna make it like kind of fun. Like, we're just gonna talk about it, and I'm probably gonna talk about what I feel about people who like these things, good and the bad. Most of us should know the 5 love languages. It's very popular. And yeah, I don't know, I'll let you guys know what I think my love language is. I feel like it changes as I age. I don't like the word age. Like, as I get older, I guess. The way age, like, fucking bitch, what the fuck is aging? Anyway, so what are the 5 love languages? Oh, is this expand your mind though? Yeah, it is. Before most topics, what do we like to do? Expand our minds. Expand your mind, expand your mind, expand your mind. And an article called What Are the 5 Love Languages on verywellmind.com, written by Sherry Gordon, reads, one of the most common relationship issues people face today is the struggle to express love in intentional and meaningful ways to someone else. Nearly everyone wants to show their partner that they care, yet many people struggle to do it in a way that speaks to their heart. If you find that this describes your situation, you may want to learn more about the 5 love languages. History has shown that learning how your partner receives love will help you know the best way to demonstrate your love and caring. Overview of the 5 love languages. So now we're gonna get into the 5 love languages. The first one we're gonna get into is words of affirmation. So words of affirmation is basically the words of affirmation love language is about expressing affection through spoken words, praise, or appreciation. When this is someone's primary love language, they enjoy kind words and encouragement. They also enjoy uplifting quotes, love notes, and cute text messages. You can make this person's day by complimenting them or pointing out what they do well. So yeah, and also too, they like to hear like, you look beautiful, you're gorgeous, I feel like, I love you, like, oh my god, like they like to be lust over. I like words of affirmation. Is it my love language? I don't know. I'm gonna read all 5 because I definitely did forget all 5 of them at one point. Some people like to say people who like words of affirmation are insecure, and I don't think that. I think that they're somewhat of a simplistic lover, because I know some of the other 5 ones, and I feel like affirmation is just such an easy way to love your partner, just by saying you're beautiful, I love you, I can't wait till you get home, you are so amazing, you're gonna be great at this, X, Y, and Z, you are already great at this. That's such a simplistic way to love, and I feel like it shouldn't be a thing that people believe is a sign of insecurity. No, I think it's just very simple. And you just need that affirmation sometimes. And I don't think that's narcissistic. Some people say you can. I think there's a borderline where things can get narcissistic and become insecure, when you just like need, like, if you put on well, that's not necessarily true, because like you need to hear you're beautiful. Like, it's like, I feel like if you're the type of person who loves words of affirmation when it's like randomly done and uttered, then I don't feel like it's narcissistic. But when you like feel like, tell me I'm beautiful right now, like that type of thing is where it's getting borderline. Like, you're giving me insecure. Like when you're kind of demanding someone to tell you that you're beautiful, even though sometimes you do have to ask for what you want in a relationship, but it's a way you do it. Like, I wouldn't say, tell me I'm beautiful. I would like go to my partner and be like, yo, I want you to, sometimes just give me words of encouragement, words of kindness. You know, if you see something about me and you like it, just, you know, let me know. But if you're like, tell me I'm beautiful right now, you never tell me, you know, like, it's borderline, you know, pushing it. But I don't see nothing wrong with words of affirmation. Now, quality time. Quality time. Okay, quality time. Love and affection are expressed through this love language when someone gives someone else their undivided attention. This means putting down their cell phone and turning off the tablet, making eye contact, and actively listening. People with this love language are looking for quality over quantity. So, like I said, obviously quality time takes a little more effort, in my opinion, than just telling someone, you look beautiful today. So that's why I said I think a person that likes affirmation is a simplistic lover. When I think of quality time, you know, giving someone that undivided attention, putting your phone down, looking them in the eye, having a conversation, I love that. I think it shows true love, connection, and friendship at its finest. Like, a lot of times when you're in a relationship for a long time, sometimes you forget to look each other in the eyes. And just in this era, we could be on our phones and still hold a conversation. So for you to be in a conversation with your partner and be able to like really like look them in the eyes and talk is dope as fuck. I think that quality time is one of the, out of the 5, one of the dopest ones to have. And just it speaks a lot about the person you're dating and you, that you guys could really sit down and talk to each other and look at each other in the eye and have quality time. And I know some of y'all like, that's crazy for her to say that, like that just comes with it. But you'd be surprised, a lot of people don't hold conversation properly, like, and they rarely could talk to each other. They rarely find time to even engage and look each other in the eye and have conversations. Like, even too, like, let's say y'all watching a movie together and he's sitting here, you sitting there, whatever. Y'all looking up at the movie. Y'all not even looking at each other when y'all give commentary. Obviously, because y'all watch a movie. But what about a TV show? You could stop during commercial and look at each other. But no, y'all keep looking at the TV and like, yo, that part was crazy. Da, 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 da. Like, to feel the need to look your partner in the eye in 2021. And I know it sounds so problematic, but I stand by my statement. I think it's one of the biggest, beautiful things in love language. And if you found somebody who can fully participate in that love language, I think that's dope. I know in my relationship, sometimes me and Femi don't have full-on conversations where we just look at each other in the eye. Like, even sometimes when we go out to eat, we're on our phones. I'm like, Femi, we need to put down our phones and we need to talk to each other or whatever. Like, that type of thing. It's not easy. Like, it has to be discussed. And sometimes even still, like, even sometimes when I'm talking and he might be on his phone, or opposite, I'm on my phone and he's talking, we don't even call each other out on it because we're so used to this multitasking behavior. But lately I've been trying to pay attention to it. So that's why I say I think it's a big, I can only speak for myself, I guess. Next, physical touch. Physical touch. A person with this love language feels love through physical affection. Aside from sex, those who love physical touch as their primary love language feel love when their partner shows physical affection in some way, like holding their hand, touching their arm, or giving them a massage at the end of the day. Additionally, their idea of a perfect date night includes cuddling on the couch with a glass of wine and a good movie. Physical touch is so... out of all the 5 love language, I feel like that one is just like... I noticed immature, like the freaky person that just love to be touched. Love their titties getting squeezed. Love their booty getting grabbed. Love being licked. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's the freaky love language person. I don't give a fuck. Like, I feel like that's that spectrum. They love to be touched, caressed. They want their legs touched while they driving. Like, they want somebody to wrap their arms around them. Hold their hand, bitch. Very PDA. Giving very much PDA. Like, what do I feel about a person whose love language is touch? I just feel like y'all freaky as fuck. Period. Like, I think it's okay to want to be touched because affection is beautiful and it just shows a different type of hold on things. Like, it shows, it's like you so, ooh, like you all on me, like you love me, like Like, you all on me. I don't know. I feel like that love language is very freaky. It's very like, you just obsessed, but not in an unhealthy way. It's just like, I think I express my love that way, actually. I'm not freaky. No, I'm saying I'm freaky. I am very, very touchy, very, very affectionate. I don't know if that is even Femi's love language. We was trying to learn each other's love language too. That's why I actually wanted to talk about this topic too. But I express my love that way. I feel like it's one of the ways that I do it. That's mad funny, but I said that person freaky as fuck. But yeah, touching is like, you just like Googling over them. Like, you just, like, you feel like you can't. I feel like touching is like saying, like, I can't be without you. Like, oh, I just want to be all over you. Like, I don't know. It's just a weird way to show your love. I feel like it's the weirdest one and the freakiest one in such an odd way. Because to want to receive love and just touching, like touching, is in some ways very invasive, and invasive can come off weird and intricate. So I feel like it says a lot about you as a lover too. Like, you're very like, you want to get in deep. Like, when you want to touch, when that's your form of love, like your love language, think about that. Like, touching is like such a big thing, like, you know. So I don't know. I hope I'm describing that the way I feel about that well. Okay, let's see. And the other one is acts of service. When someone's primary love language is acts of service, they feel loved and appreciated when people do nice things for them, whether it's helping with the dishes or putting gas in the car. Little acts of service go straight to the person's heart. Acts of service. I feel like a person who enjoys acts of service, I do feel like it's a little deep rooted. You know, maybe you didn't get a lot as a kid and you want that love from your partner. And service, like I said, is one of the ones that's a little more in depth. You know, it's not simplistic, because a lot of people barely can remember to put gas in their own goddamn car, bitch. You know, you gotta, I think it takes such a, in a male aspect, such a gentleman, if you're really good at acts of service, just like randomly buying flowers. Like, if you date, it's just so hard, like, to just even get a guy to just really do random acts of service. Like, for real. And it's not, I don't think it's because there's something wrong with them. I think that life is so consuming, and I do think they lack a little bit of that brain cell. Honestly, I was gonna try to say something intelligent, and bitch, that's just really how I feel. But acts of service is a dope one, when a person could just randomly do nice things for you. Like, oh, I heard you say you was running out of makeup remover, let me go pick you up some makeup remover. Like, it's nothing. Like, I don't care, you said you was hungry, like, so I just picked you up some food. Like, it's nothing. I don't care. Like, you need some lotion, you a little ashy, like, I bought you some lotion. Like, that is a good one. I can't speak. I feel like me as a woman, I feel like if, like, a lot of us, we naturally do acts of service. Like, I don't feel like that's such a big deal. From a man, I can only speak for myself, because I know some of y'all like, niggas always do acts of service for me, but I feel like that one is like harder, but it's dope. Because it shows that the person is thinking about you randomly, like, throughout the day. Like, oh, let me go pick up her some new lip gloss, because her lip gloss running low. Like, it shows they're thinking about you throughout the day, which is beautiful, and that you're constantly on their mind. It shows that their mind is not, it makes you feel, because we don't know, as if their mind is not occupied by any other person but you. I feel like that's what I think of when I think of acts of service. Because to do an act of service, you gotta be thinking about that person. Like, that's what I think about with acts of service. Like, I want to buy Brittany some flowers today. Like, you got me on your mind. You got me? And I like that. Like, you gotta really fuck with that person, care about that person. That person is like on your mind. Like, so I fuck with acts of service. I I think that is an amazing love language because it requires you to just have that person on your mind, and it shows that they're in love with you. I think that's very honeymoon phase, like very early in, and I think it's one of those things that's hard to keep up in relationships, to maintain it. Some people do it, I know, but I'm just saying, you know, to maintain that love language, you know, is dope and beautiful. Last, receiving gifts. To a person who loves language is receiving gifts. Gift giving is symbolic of love and affection in their mind. They treasure not only the gift itself, but also the time and effort the gift giver puts into it. What's more, they do not necessarily expect large or expensive gifts. The love language receiving gifts is more what is behind the gift that appeals to them. I love that. So, okay, just like that makes sense. Like, they bought you the bag you've been talking about for months for your birthday, or they booked you a trip to Bali because you always wanted to go to Bali, but it was so like well thought out. Like, oh, I'm gonna bring her on her birthday. I'm gonna go to the best, don't get mad at me, sushi spot, because I know she loves sushi, and I know Bali probably got some good sushi. I know that sushi is very much a Japanese dish. I'm just speaking off the top of my head. This person likes well thought out gifts, because I think a lot of people get that confused. Like with gift giving, they think it's just like you like giving gifts, like you getting gifts, and I'm pretty sure it's a market for that. But I think people like when people like their partner gets some gifts and they think about it, you know. It's well thought out, because there are times where people get their partner's gifts with no thought behind it, no care behind it. They just buying you a gift because, bitch, they cheated on you yesterday. They did some dumb shit. Now they feel like they gotta buy you a motherfucking gift, bitch. No. I think a gift lover is somebody who just loves when they're showered with gifts and have a meaning behind it. Like, I feel like it's like those girls who love the rose petals on the floor for Valentine's Day and the heart-shaped petals and the candles, bitch. Like, or the elaborate marriage proposals. Like, that's very much that girl, you know, or that guy. So, I don't know. I think that's what a gift giver is. How do I feel about them, their personality? I just feel like some people might say they're very materialistic. I don't know how I feel about a person who loves getting gifts as their love language. That's well thought out. I feel like you're a creative, maybe. I feel like I'm a creative, but I definitely don't think gift giving is mine. But you like that thought out, like you like your mind, a mind boggler. Like you like the thinking, the thoughts, the creativity, like something about your mind. It's like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm dead ass though. Like something about your mind is just like, yes, girl. I don't know. But reading those, I'm trying to figure out like, what is my love language? I don't know. You know, like, what do I love in a relationship? You know, I kind of like the one, let me go back to it because I already forgot. I don't want to say the right word. Not that. I like quality time lately. I think back then, I was more of a words of affirmation girl. But I do love when me and Femi give each other that undivided attention and we talk and we kiki, but it's about something good, because sometimes he be just getting his bag. But like if we go out to dinner, we go out to eat, when we go on dates, like I enjoy having real quality time. Like, because sometimes you might have quality time, but like I said, your phone is on. Like when we really talk and look at each other and love each other and talk to each other. We had that. We used to do that a lot too, but we fell off with that even without date night. Like I would go on Pinterest and I would find like relationship games and we would ask questions to each other about our relationship, and it was mad cute. We might have to do that again. But I like quality time. But I think the one that I give the most, and I'm not sure if Femi likes it, is physical touch. I wonder what his love language is, I'm gonna ask him. You know, we actually supposed to talk about that in couples therapy. I'm gonna ask him, what do I think it is? I feel like when I touch him, he likes it, but I'm just like, what is it really? You know, it might be affirmation. I don't think it's receiving gifts because he doesn't ask for much. Acts of service, I could see him being an acts of service guy. He likes when I randomly bring stuff home for him, like, oh, I bought you the lotion, because I do that. Like, I'll buy him boxers and stuff. He might like that. He might like that. I think that, I don't know, it could be either acts of service. I don't think it's words of affirmation, but I don't know. And that's the thing, you gotta be careful with that shit, because you might think and this is why this conversation is so important, because I might be lacking in the area, bitch, because I don't feel like I always give words of affirmation. Next thing you know, that's his fucking love language. Like, I'll always be like, no, sometimes I'll be like, oh, you look sexy today, like, where the fuck are you going, like, but it's like rare that I say it. I'll be like, oh man, you look good, I hear that hot shit. Like, oh, I love when he get his hair cut. I definitely give him lots of affirmation when he gets his hair cut, but it's an area I would say I lack in. So I think that's why it's important to know, you know, what is your partner's love language, because if I'm lacking in that area and that's what the fuck he like, well, goddamn, I'm gonna ask him, what is his love language? I'm gonna ask him today, because you know, I ain't trying to fuck up my marriage. Oh, but no, not knowing the love language. Do he know mine? Shit. He had to come. You like, Kate. Jesus. But yeah, I you know, I love the 5 love languages. I think we all should learn our love language, because I think it's important, because then if you really lack in it, I think that, or if somebody's lacking it, it could waste a lot of time in your relationship. I think out of like a lot of the things that comes out, I think 5 love languages was one of the most realistic and straight to the point ones. Like, you know how like every once in a while something new comes out, like, what are the 5 love languages? What are the 7 symbols of unity? What are the 8 ways to be amazing? Like, you know how like sometimes things come out and they don't really stick with the culture? I feel like the 5 love languages will travel with us forever. Like, it's one of those things that are really good and very real and very realistic. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I don't know if it's short or not. I don't know. It feels maybe because I was so easily able to talk about the topic. But I want you to learn your love language. If you are in a relationship, ask your partner today or tomorrow, whenever you watch this episode, like, whatever you feel comfortable, you know, talk to them about the 5 love languages and ask them, like, what do you like? Like, fill them out. Or do all 5 and see which one they react the best to, bitch. That would be fun. I'm not interested in doing that. I'm gonna just ask mine. But I think that's a dope way too. I think that's fun and exciting. You know, if you're into that, if you like spicing up the relationship. And yeah, you know, definitely learn those 5 love languages and see what you into and what did it used to be. How have you changed? And I think it's okay to dive deep also too and figure out, why do you think that is your love language? I wonder why that's mine. I don't really know quite yet, but I think it's dope to want to know why and dig deep. So yeah, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bells, leave a comment, hit the like button. Make sure you follow me on Instagram _Brittstagram. And if you're streaming, make sure you leave a comment and 5 stars. And make sure you share the love. Make sure you tell somebody about Britt Says, the podcast. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. Bye.